Now, here we go. Okay. Ace 2 4 5. That is an amazing starting hand. Even though the ace isn't suited, we have 4 cards that are part of a potential wheel. So we're certainly going to be in this pot. We will call whatever raises come up. Now, there are 2 schools of thought here. Both, I think, have their merits. Some people will want to try and get as many chips pre-flop in as possible with a hand like this. I am of the school of wanting to just call or jump in a pot, call any raises pre-flop, but I don't want to turn up the aggression factor until I've seen the flop, because all too often you can get all your chips on ace 2 4 5 and get 3 high cards down, and then you're just dead. I prefer to wait and see if that flop is going to be amenable to a low draw before I go crazy. Now here, boy, it's like they knew I was trying to do a tutorial. This is the gin. This is the absolute perfect flop, because an ace 2 and a 4 coming doesn't counterfeit me. I am guaranteed to have a low and potentially a wheel. We don't have one yet because we would need an ace 2 or 4 to come up. But I've got to draw to the lock low. I have the best low. So this is on the turn where we're going to start to get some aggression put up here, because I know I'm not getting counterfeited for low, and I'm going to apply a lot of pressure to my opponent here. And they called. The river's a jack. And we don't love that, because we're hoping that they don't also have an ace 2 as well as a flush, because then we would get quartered. So now you're asking, do I get aggressive here? Honestly, this is a very marginal spot. You can make the case to jam and also check back here, and both of them have merit. I think for the purpose of making this, I guess, a little more entertaining and exciting, we're going to jam it here. The worst that can happen to us is we get quartered. We're not going to lose our chips. We're going to bust out here. We're not going to bust out here. But we would hope that they don't have ace 2 with a big hand. We're going to find out. And they could also fold. If we get them to fold out, that's great too. So we got a call, 2, 10, 10, 4. So it is a chop. So they had a weak flush. They had a 10 high flush. So honestly, here's the interesting thing. They didn't really have much of a low, and they had a 10 high flush. And I jammed the river when there's a flush on the board. So I'm not sure how I feel about them even calling me on the river there. If that was my spot, I would probably hate it but fold.